Okay, what to do if your boyfriend is getting fat, right? So you've got into a relationship and all of a sudden everyone starts to get complacent and they start to have extra food and they start to enjoy meals out together, and all of a sudden you're hitting your fitness target and you realize your boyfriend's weight is getting out of control. He's putting on pounds and he's not as attractive as he was to you when you started. What are you gonna do about it? Now, you're learning from these videos that one of the main things, one of the biggest things I believe in is the power of habits. And inserting positive habits in your life and making negative habits as unappealing and as hard to get at as possible. So for example, I don't have a TV in my house. I don't want to waste time in front of the TV, whether it's watching something super important or something sporting wise or whatever. I don't want a TV in my house because I might start watching more TV than I want to. If I want to watch something, I can just watch it on my phone. It's that simple and it's that easy, but it's probably gonna, if it's on my phone, it's probably gonna be more educational. So the power of habits can help you, help your boyfriend get back in shape. So it can be a case of, okay, let's join the gym, or let's get up and make sure that before we've done anything in the day, before we go to work, before we go to business, before we do our career, that we are hitting our fitness goals. So we're going out for a walk to begin with, and you're going out for something simple. If he's never ran before, you're just going out for a walk, and then maybe you insert very, very quickly. That starts to be a really lovely thing that you can do together. But really quickly, you can insert, okay, we're just going to do 12 times 1 minute running. You're going to run as super slow as you possibly can. I'm going to show you how to run. It's toe, ankle, knee, hip, all the lines. So it's super light and easy. And then all of a sudden, you're just guiding somebody. And you can do this with your children as well. You can guide them into running. And you can show them the powerful benefits of running, especially on a consistent, on a daily basis, going out there for a walk or going out there for a run on a daily basis, what that would do once you compound the results over weeks and months and years. And then to add to that, you might want to put something, okay, we're going to do this, and then straight after the workout, or run to the gym, straight after the workout, we're going to the gym, and we're going to do a little bit of muscle work. We're building muscle, which is going to reduce your fat. You're burning fat on your cardio. You've not had anything to eat that morning before you've started, and you get into the gym, and you're lifting weights, and you're building muscle, which in turn, a more muscular physique is going to be better at burning fat. Together with the running and the gym, it's a powerful combination. And very quickly, you know that especially if that person has been in shape before, in a not too distant past, you know how quickly that those positive habits, once they're re-implemented, can have a massive compounded effect on the person's whole physical appearance, but also mentally. It can give them more confidence, which in turn is more sexy. Super important. You know what it's like when you get into a relationship and everybody starts to get complacent. Before they were in a relationship, they had high motivation because when they were going out, whether it was to a public place, to a park, to a beach, or whether they're going out to a club or a bar at night, they want to be in shape. So when people get single, all of a sudden they get in great shape. Of course they do, because they want to be liked by the opposite sex. And then they get into something and it's like, oh, okay, well, I don't need to do all that anymore because I no longer am out there, and therefore I could just be complacent. I could focus more on my career. And that often happens, and I completely get that from a male or female perspective, that you get into a career and then that becomes the focus because you want to provide, you want to protect as a male. And so, and that's a bigger drive than it is for a female. That's scientifically proven, but you cannot neglect your fitness. So if your boyfriend's going off track and he's starting to put on weight, habits, just back to habits, back to basics. Look under the bonnet. What are we doing? What are we actually doing on a day-to-day basis? Do we need to be having all these takeouts? We're consistently 4 or 5 times a week, we're having bad food choices. What are you doing what is he doing once he goes to work? What is he eating? Is he eating something that's packed before he goes to work? So you're actually looking at the macronutrient value, you're actually putting something nutritious in there, or he's putting something nutritious in there and he's getting to work and he's eating well, or is he just quickly, it's kind of like, oh, I've got 15 minutes, so I've just got to go to Subway sandwich or McDonald's or eat something rubbish in order. And even if you go to a deli and you think it looks attractive, when you look at the calorie content and what's actually in that, it's often not great. So you've got to look after the habits. Again, just back to basics, habits. What are we eating? How often are we exercising? How long are we exercising? Are we going to the gym? Are we lifting weights? What do our lifestyles look like? What time do we go to bed? What time do we wake up? Once you have those things in place, it's likely that the stress will reduce because all of a sudden he feels better about himself. And so he sees the positive effects and therefore he wants to do it more. And then he's in a positive flywheel where it's going well. Things are going well. Fitness is going well. Starting to feel and look better. Diet is going well. Again, starts to feel and look better. Has more confidence and likely what he was focusing on before, his career, and the time that it was taking, and therefore what he thought he didn't have time for, all that fitness and gym, etc., all that is having a positive effect on his mind and therefore his career. It's insane. Once you're firing on all cylinders, once you look at your weaknesses and say, okay, where am I weak at the moment? Okay, I'm overweight. Okay, once you fix that, that has a positive effect on everything else. Makes you better at work, makes you better to be around as a person. So it makes you better in friendships, relationships with your family, with your work colleagues. Super important. Habits. If his body weight is getting out of control, you can fix it.